What's up YouTube, Capital G here. Got a couple of pop-off duels for you guys to check out. Well, actually, just the first one's going to be pop-off, and the second one, there will be an opportunity for some counterplay. Maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't. You guys will just have to stay tuned and find out. This first duel is going to be an example of why I'm starting to think that Saryuja shouldn't go to 1, why I think it should just be banned at this point, because it's just too good of a card. It's not just a fixing your hands, but also the ability to get that summon. They might, I think Saryuja should be in the conversation for cards getting banned, along with, other things like Nightmare Mermaid, Guard Dragon Elfie, stuff like that. This combo actually starts off with ninjas. If you guys don't know, ninjas, even without some of the other nightmare monsters like Nightmare Goblin, the deck can still extra link incredibly easily, mainly because cards like Hanzo are very old cards. Order of Chaos, ain't no hard one to return on Hanzo. It is still an incredibly good card. Ninjas have a lot of powerful cards that don't have hard once returns on them, and because the character, I can't remember his name from Arc V, but because he was a Lancer, ninjas also have pendulum cards, so they can get it. Even if you have a bunch of ninjas in your hand, you can obviously massively pendulum summon. But this is one of those decks where you start off with the ninjas and then you kind of go to a whole bunch of other powerful engines. I think that was the Rubarian Shark. That means that he can get the rank up to the top of his deck, and he's going to draw it with Saryuja. As soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, so maybe your topic, the topic Zexal might be online. It might be on the table here. That might be something that he's going for. Dude, it's still bizarre to me. It's still crazy that Steam the Cloak is at 3 in the TCG. I know that there are major differences in the OCG. We have Phoenix Blade, they don't have it, and cards like Gumblar are at 3 in the OCG, and we don't have it, but I still think Steam the Cloak is ridiculous. He uses that to make Borreload Savage Dragon. He is going to go for the World Chalice Miko Synchro Monster. That does give him the opportunity to get World Legacy Succession from his hand. At this point, he's making Saryuja, but he doesn't even need the draw effect. It's really just kind of to open up more monster zones and to obviously special summon monsters from his hand. He does have a couple of earth monsters on field. That means Naturia Beast is coming out the party. Now all he needs to do is just go for a rank 4 so that he can obviously drop the Utopia. Oh goodness, go for that Utopic Zexal. This is just dirty. I mean, you already have Naturia Beast, you already have the Borreload Savage Dragon and Utopic Zexal, but then to add Dark Simorgh on top of this so that your opponents just they're the 1% of outs that they could have, maybe getting a Solemn Strike and activating a card, then using Solemn Strike or something like that. He's taking that away as well. I don't think that there's any there's nothing that's gonna out this other than maybe something like Raw Spear Mode, or I guess maybe having Impermanence that could stop, well no, Impermanence would probably just get negated by Savage Dragon. Yeah, maybe there is no stopping this. You would need Spear Mode, or you would probably need Lava Golem or something like that. Anyways, second duel is going to be kind of nuts as well. Not particularly the crazy pop-off. I guess both of them against True Draco. I've seen this, people trying to play True Draco with the Cerziel, the Evil Eye kind of True Draco build. I guess basically it's kind of how for a little bit in the OCG, people were playing Invoked and True Draco, but I guess this would be in theory a better version because Cerziel is much like Alistair. It's kind of a 1-card engine, just normal summon it, get Selene, and then you have a little bit of destruction. But I don't know, man. It feels like things have to go right for you to really be rocking and rolling. Anyways, he is going to go for Phantom of Chaos. Now, usually you guys know when you see Phantom of Chaos, you see Norellis in his opening hand. This pretty much means that you might lose everything turn 1. It's like that that meme from Avengers Infinity War. What did it cost you? Everything. So anyways, when he didn't get that off turn 1, I thought that the True Draco player had to feel pretty good. Now, interesting enough, he did send this card, the Blazing Mars, to the graveyard. A lot of people don't know about this card, but it is very similar, I dare I say, very similar to something like Fairy Tale Snow. You can special summon it from your graveyard by banishing three other cards from your graveyard, 3 other monsters, excuse me. During the turn that you special summon it or afterwards, you can't special summon any other monsters. And unlike Fairy Tale Snow, it is a hard once per turn. However, it is bigger than Fairy Tale Snow. It doesn't book the monster, but it's level 8, it's 2600, not a bad card in these type of decks. But I'm sorry, if your opponent is playing a Norellis deck, you have to win the duel. If they don't Norellis you turn 1, like, what are you doing, bro? Anyways, He's going to get a pretty good productive turn one. I think he had to figure out a way to get rid of the Curious without triggering it, because that allows his opponent to just add Phantom of Chaos back to his hand, in which it just would have been stuck in the graveyard. He is going to get, again, a pretty strong play here because he gets Solemn Strike. I was like, okay, well, Solemn Strike can just answer Phantom of Chaos, and he has Card of Demise. He has, you know, a lot of good cards. I was like, all right, he's basically right back in here. Not using the Demise, no point. All his zones are basically used up. He is going to inherently summon the Norellis, though, which you never see people do that. That's going to get out the Solemn Strike, only for his opponent to normal summon and say it was just a prank, bro. I'm still going to get that Norellis effect off. I don't even understand why you'd activate Ignis Heat if you know you're going to lose everything, so that just seemed kind of silly to me. He is going to use the Blazing Mars here just to get a monster on board. I don't think you can do battle damage. Oh, I guess you can. Okay, I'm trolling. I guess I'm thinking, I guess I have Chaos Emperor Dragon mixed up. For some reason, I was thinking after Norellis you couldn't do battle damage. Maybe you're just never in the position to do battle damage. He does tribute for Ignis Heat, which I also was just, I kind of questioned that. If you use the Disciples, and you know that your opponent already had a monster on board that was bigger than Ignis Heat, what exactly is the point of tribute summoning? I just would have left Disciples on field. I know he wants to block damage, but I feel like maybe it's not worth it in this point. Although maybe you could argue he just, you know what? I think he would have died if he didn't actually summon that, because you can see he had a second copy of Blazing Mars he could summon. He did have Lumina in his hand, plus he has Charge of the Light Brigade. Like, he would have been able to get enough damage on board. Not sure if there are any Lightsworn. Yeah, okay, well, he has tons of Lightsworns he could bring back. He would have just gotten OTK'd there, so I guess that him doing that actually did kind of save his bacon. He top decks a copy of Crackdown, which actually was perfect for this situation. He is going to take his monster that at least saves him through the battle phase, but he's just going to go for Michael. He's going to get rid of that Crackdown, get his monster back, and I felt like at this point, this game is all but over. He also gets a Wolf for his trouble. Now you can see the Evil Eye side at least doing a little bit of something. He gets the Field Spell for a search. No, he doesn't search. I guess he didn't have any more Evil Eye cards to actually search. He didn't have any more monsters. That's unfortunate. He is going to pop the Michael, give his opponent some life. He is going to attack into the Wolf. Doesn't matter that they have the same attack value because, Selene or the Surziel cannot die as long as this Selene is equipped to it. But with the Blazing Mars, it is kind of just like Link fodder. So all he has to do is simply go into something like a Nightmare Phoenix maybe and just pop the back row, gets himself a Wolf off Foolish Burial. He is going for that, and now he is free. Even though he did pop his Blazing Mars, he says no problem, Cap, just bring him back the Blazing Mars. I can attack a couple of times and cash in that GG. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed those short little duels. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.